Hi you guys, this is Misty with the Oracle Evolution. Welcome back to my channel. We're going to jump into messages for the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, North Node. Really, if you have Cancer anywhere in your chart, these messages may in fact resonate. If you would like your own personal reading, be sure to check out my website, theoracleevolution.org, or you can click the link in the description box. So let's go ahead and let's get started. Okay. So, we have Nature is Calling is your first card. Something about reconnecting with nature. Do I take all of these? No. Okay. So with the Nature is Calling, Cancer, I'm getting the sense that you're needing to go back. I'm getting the sense of like someone needing to go back. This isn't necessarily about nature. I'm getting something about like who you naturally are. So I don't know if you've made some kind of changes to please other people or something like that. Whether this is for work or a relationship or friends or family, I don't know. But it's really about going back to who you are. Yes, the next card that we have is Emotional Storm. And I'm being guided to, could you let it go? I don't know. Were you pretending? Trying to be a grown-up maybe? And, you know, of course we're adults, we're grown-ups, but at the bottom we have Wild Child, and I'm getting the sense of like someone who let go of like their playful side, their happy side, their joyful side, and it's just been an emotional storm since you have kind of disconnected from that inner child. That's what I'm getting. Okay. Trust the process and forgiveness. You're being divinely guided and supported, and release resentment is what I'm being guided to. So here's trust the process, and we have forgiveness. I don't know, I don't want to say this, but I feel like someone's innocence was like, not that you gave away or you let go of your playful side or your childlike side. Maybe some of you guys, you feel like your childhood, your innocence, that innocent playful side of you, like you didn't have a choice, like it was taken. So I'm just gonna leave that right there. Yeah. Let's keep going, okay? For the sign, I'm sorry. So for the sign of Cancer, what else? What do we have for the sign of Cancer? Okay. We have the Cosmic Enchantress, Witchcraft. I attract a steady flow of abundance. I'm getting the sense of someone like, go ahead and focus on service and follow my higher purpose. Yes, if you continue to just focus on being of service to other people the way that you normally and naturally are, the way that you normally and naturally do, and you are listening to your intuition, that is how you are attracting this steady flow of abundance. Yeah. It's kind of like you're not following, you know, whoever this is at the top. It says, I'm the narrator of my life. So this is about, again, like you getting back to your inner child, who you really are and truly are, what you really love and believe in and like to do, and making sure that like we're not holding on to past stories, our history, or, you know, whatever else to kind of, you know, guide us, or like you're writing, you know, you write your own story. Don't let anyone else do that for you, whether this was like from a past event or whether this is something that has been more recent. Yeah, let go of resentment is what I'm being reminded of. Oh, wow. We have the Awakener, rise. Out of the ashes, I rise like the golden sun. You guys, oh my gosh. And then we have Athusa, sun goddess. Lift off. I open my senses to feel delicious pleasure and passion. This is under that emotional storm. This is about recreating and rebuilding your life, recreating who you are and rebuilding your life. But it's kind of like, I don't know if this makes sense, but it's like you're recreating who you are, but it's basically you going back to your natural state, to your natural self, to who you've always been. Yeah, you're healing something from the past, and this is allowing you, yeah, wow. The priestess embody. I am an embodiment of divine feminine. So for my feminines, for my, this is like, it may have, like, something may have put you like in another state. Like if you're a feminine, it may have put you in a masculine state. If you're masculine, whatever happened may have put you in more of a feminine state. And this is about you going back to who you truly are. I'm hearing I can do bad all by myself. This is about someone, like, especially, you know, I'm getting really strong of feminine. If it put you in your masculine, like, yeah, like someone just hasn't been able to be vulnerable. And someone is having to learn that, yeah, you can show like that vulnerable side of yourself and it not mean that you're weak. Okay. It doesn't mean that you allow people to take advantage of you. And I don't get the sense that you ever have, really. There were just some things that you were like, things that you were holding on to, some things that you needed to heal. So whoever this is for, you guys, and that may be for one of you, some of you, or none of you. Okay, what else for Cancer? Okay, we have one that flipped. Under trust the process, it says the diamond star destiny. I focus on service and follow my higher purpose. And so it came out. Trust the process, trust your intuition, trust yourself, trust your connection with your higher self. It is not going to steer you wrong. It's not going to steer you in the wrong direction. Okay. I don't know if something happened that, you know, has made you kind of question yourself or doubt yourself, doubt your choices. But whatever this is, like, you have to let that go. Okay. You're only responsible for you and your actions. You're not responsible for other people's actions. I don't know what that has to do with this, but yeah, that's something that someone has to remember along this path. Okay, what else do we, ooh, geez. We have teachability, hollow bone. This is something about some type of lesson that someone was going through. At the bottom, we have wandering between realms. And so I'm getting the sense of, like, yeah, confidence is your magic. Someone was like stuck in between deciding if they wanted to, like, which path to take. So this is like the path of, like, I'm hearing the path of least resistance, right? And, you know, often they talk about taking the path of least resistance, but for some reason I'm being reminded of, like, that path of least resistance. A lot of the times that has to do with, like, being a follower, with doing what other people want you to do. That's the least resistance a lot of time. Like, if you really think about it, you don't get any pushback at work. You don't get any pushback at, you know, with your family. You don't get pushback with your friends if you just kind of do what they want you to do, if you go with their flow. But what I'm getting here is that someone was like in between worlds, trying to figure out, learning a lot of different lessons, and the goal was for you to come out and remember, number one, who you are, but also remembering yeah, you're supposed to take the path that it actually feels like more resistance. I mean, I don't, yeah. And you have to build up your confidence in yourself and your knowingness, your knowing that you can do it and that it's what's best for you. So a lot of people, I'm getting the sense of like people giving you advice and telling you like, oh girl, if I were you, I would do this. Oh boy, you know, you should try that. No, those are things that like they do because they're followers. That's what they do. But you're not here to be a follower. This is about standing up for who you are and what you believe in. Okay. Yeah, we have in the hand, the universe is your partner. Again, what did I say? I talked about like believing in yourself, your intuition, and your higher self, and knowing that your higher self is never going to steer you in the wrong direction. You are one with your higher self. That connection there, like, you know, I'm hearing, if I win, you win. If you win, I win. Right? Why would your higher self steer you in the wrong direction? Yeah. So at the bottom it says preparations come to fruition. The netcaster, and I'm kind of getting the sense of, yeah, transmuting pain is at the top. Fool's embrace. I'm getting the sense of like you have been guided to do like a hodgepodge of crazy things that maybe they don't even match. Like you're like, what does this even mean? Like, why am I doing this? Like, this doesn't make sense. Or like I went for this business and I, you know, like it didn't even work out, or I went and tried to be friends with this person and this is how this ended, or, you know, I did this, you know, marriage and, you know, had this experience and it ended in a disaster. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of pulling for like things to, as examples, but what I'm getting is that they were not mistakes. They were actually learning. It was a part of your learning, and it was like you planting certain seeds, and whatever this is, it's about to, there's something about, I'm hearing something is about to come full circle, but something was building, something was growing, and you're going to be able to kind of put these pieces together and you're going to build, like you're creating something. I'm hearing, got to be starting something, got to be starting something. Yeah, this is something that you're meant to put together, and it's for something that I have a feeling like this is big. It's really big. I don't know why. Like I have a feeling of like being like really excited, but and like tears of joy. So I don't know what this is for you. For everyone, it might be something different, right? But that's what I'm getting out of that. Okay, what else? Cancer. Okay, we have galactic mushroom, the divine matrix, giving birth. Yeah, you're giving birth to something truly divine, but it's something that's like to help the greater good of something. Experiencing life as it comes is at the bottom. Experiencing life as it comes. And at the top, it's the, sorry, I can't even hold the card. It's skywriting the fates. Yeah, these are all these were all parts of a whole. This was all like you weren't able to see the bigger picture, but I'm also getting the sense of like it's best that you didn't, because I'm getting the sense of like someone that would have tried to, I don't know, do it another way, like not listening to your intuition, but just straight listening to your logic, and things wouldn't have turned out the way that they're about to. the way, like it was written. It is so written is what I'm hearing. I don't know. But you had to have these experiences. You had to. Oh, wow. Okay, so we'll take these. Yeah, we have possibility for union, Sky Bridge, mini masks, the authentic self, and then we have repairing the veil, forgiveness. I have a feeling that these have something to do with like the lessons, part of the lessons that you were meant to learn. I'm getting the sense of like for some of you guys with this possibility of union, for some people, like maybe there was a relationship that you wanted so bad, that you felt like you would do anything and everything for it, and you got exactly what you wanted, but it did go against your intuition. And it did, I don't want to say set you back on your course or on your path, but you were still able to get a lot of those lessons that you were meant to learn. For some of you guys, this has something to do with like being with someone, family members, friends, lovers, I don't know, even, you know, like even a career or job or something like that. But maybe you went in looking at it, rose-colored glasses is what I'm hearing, right? Which led to, I don't know, I'm just going to say what I hear, led to your destruction, or led to the destruction of whatever this was, right? But there's still a possibility for things to come back together, for either, you know, you to be back with this person, or this situation, this job, this whatever, but without the glasses, like seeing things for what they really are. Like I'm hearing something about like la la land, someone living in la la land. You needed to see things for what they really are, for the truth, right? And it's about, like we talk about unconditional love. Like if you're gonna love it for what it truly is, and not for what you have made up in your head that it is. I don't know who that is for, but that's with this authentic, like with this mini masks. There was something that you weren't seeing that you needed to see. You were making decisions based off of things that were not based in reality. But I'm like, from this point on, from this moment forward, you're going to make decisions based off of what you really see. I'm hearing no more benefit of the doubt, because what has happened to some people, I don't know, but it's like you've given the benefit of the doubt in the past, and again, I'm hearing it led to your destruction, or its destruction. I'm hearing the word demise, hurt, sadness, grief, pain. That's what it's led to, but not because of what a person did or what a person said, or not even how things, it has something to do with someone, like something not matching with a fantasy. I don't know. We'll leave that alone. But there's room for things to come back together, but authentically, and seeing things and accepting things for what they really are. And you can go ahead and repair what has been broken, if you so choose. If you so choose. Yeah, transpersonal. We have the Watchers, transpersonal at the bottom. This was all about, I was about to say, this was all about transforming yourself, your own transformation. And at the top, we have new beginnings. Moon maiden, new beginnings. This was about a redo, so to speak. Okay, let's jump in and see what is this for? Blockage. Not blockage, but just, I don't want to say blockage. It's not a blockage. We're going to end with something that you may not see, that it's going to help you to be cognizant of for the next year. This has to do, this is from the Blind Spot Oracle cards. Something that you need to focus on or pay attention to. Yeah, we have for you card 52. Let's see what that is. Overlay. It says, if you've drawn this sigil, you're currently stuck in an overlay. You're being called to step out of it so as to base your thoughts, words, and action. Your thoughts, words, and actions on reality instead. We just talked about that. Yeah. The mind has the capacity to play pretend to such a degree that every element of reality can be seen as a different element. But this game is not really a game because your mental and emotional survival depends on it. This pretend reality sits over actual reality like an overlay. Most of us have experienced this overlay when we were children. We played pretend. For example, it was easy for us to see our family golden retriever as the dragon if we were pretending that we were the knight in shining white armor. But for some of us, this overlay went far beyond pretend. In circumstances in which we could not cope with the reality of our... This goes back to someone's trauma. Yeah. In which we could not cope with the reality of our childhood, the coping mechanism of pretend became a way to literally get away from and escape our reality. When this is the case, we start to feel the overlay is more real than the actual reality we don't want to admit to. Even when it seems like we were not pretending and were in reality to other people, we were still experiencing life through the lens of our overlay. Okay. It says an overlay is a dangerous thing because it prevents us from seeing reality. We could be heading towards a cliff, but because we're not looking at reality, we're looking at our overlay. We are convinced it is a beautiful horizon line. Overlays make it so we commit to something that isn't real, especially in relationships. And eventually, when that overlay begins to corrode, we end up in a reality that is the opposite of what we would choose. It says we ignore all the red flags that are telling us that in reality, a person does not match the vision of what we want. We instead become like casting directors where what we want is actually a game of pretend played out on the stage of life. We are simply trying to pick the person who acts the most like they could play the character in the vision of our life as we would like it to be. Any sign that suggests that they could play the character well makes us convinced that they are actually that character in reality. But the truth is, they're not. We're not in love with the actual person. We're in love with the character we want them to play in our life. I'm hearing soulmate. Someone thought that they had met a soulmate, perhaps, and this was a person that you assigned to this role, to play out this role, this character. We're often so desperate to have relationships that we also mislead others into believing that we actually are the character belonging to someone else's vision of what they want. We are like chameleons. What did we talk about? Being you. Oh my gosh. or actors trying to become those characters so we can be loved and wanted. I'm being guided to say, like, some of you guys or someone was playing this role, like changing who you were and who you were meant to be to fit in with some person, or so that they would, I don't know, love you more, or so that things would work out, so a relationship would work out, but it wasn't meant to work out, especially not in that sense. And it really is kind of like taking away someone's free will to love you as you are. That's taking away someone else's ability to provide you with unconditional love. Yeah. But this is a disaster in the end, because it is impossible to play pretend or to keep acting forever. We will break character. When we do not see people clearly in reality for what they actually are, and when we do not enter into relationships in a completely authentic way, we're not creating a relationship in reality. Okay. Unless you see the overlay for what it is and see the reality underneath it, you will be unable to make the choices and changes that will manifest what you so desperately want in reality. Now you're just pretending they're happening in reality, when really they are a fantasy and you're living in, so that you don't have to face reality. So that's what we have there, Cancer. I'm just going to go ahead and leave it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this helps someone. If you would like your own personal reading, be sure to check out my website, theoracleevolution.org, or you can click the link in the description box. This is Misty with the Oracle Evolution. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video if you liked it, if you loved it. And you know what? Even if you didn't, I love you. Bye.